Kia ora, New Zealand. Welcome to Sweet Chain Live. My name's Matt Drake. This is episode 223. 223. And I'm joined this evening by my co-host, Morgan Hardeval. Good evening, Morgan.
Evening, Matty. Yeah, definitely not episode 222 for what, maybe the third time in a row. We have made it to the elusive 223.
We have. We've got over we're over the double Nelson, successfully traversed. And we're good. We're doing well. And you seem to be at the top of you at the top of the skyline in Queenstown. Is that where that photo's from?
Yeah, man. I was just trying to get a photo of Queenstown. There you go.
Yeah, very good.
Right before we were live there, obviously we got the Tucker Beach Rush coming up this weekend. So just out here representing for the local neighbourhood.
You do, yes. It's going to be exciting time. We're going to go through actually the preview of that. We've got all the tips and odds and everything that you need to get yourself prepared for that event down in Queenstown. We've also got a load of other stuff that we're going to be going through today. So let's just bring up what we've got. We're going to be talking a lot about New Zealand's 2 world champions, Morgan. As you
that literally just gave me goosebumps, man. I felt the hairs stand up on the back of my neck. Just
wasn't it
very
fantastic?
Briefly right now, reliving it in my mind. Oh, mate, it lives rent free upstairs for me, mate. It was incredible scenes. Big congrats to the 2 ladies. Just what an achievement.
We're gonna break it down, and we're gonna have them on the show actually when they're back in New Zealand. You know, they're on holiday now. Yep. They've got their feet up and they're enjoying their time away. So we'll let them do that, and we'll get them in on the show when they've had chance to sort of soak it in, I guess, and digest what it really means to achieve what they've achieved. So that's to come. So look out for that in a future episode. We're going to be talking. We've got Anne Burgess on the show tonight. He's back to talk to us a little bit about New Zealand nationals. There was an announcement that went out earlier on today. Well, I say earlier on, about 20 minutes ago, which he'll want to talk about as well with regards to nationals, and also he's the tournament director for the Tucker Beach Rush, which is coming up tonight, this weekend as well. So we'll go through
we don't just get him on willy-nilly.
No, we
don't just get him on willy-nilly every now and again. We do have good reason to have Mr. Burgess on, and this week's a big one. Just before people start asking in the chat, the dates that are on the post from NZDG are out by a month. It's supposed to say March, not April, so we'll get to that in March, about 5 minutes time with Burge. But just note that.
Yeah. We're also going to be going through the Canterbury Club Clash series, which is easy for me to say, and we're going to be going through that, which took place. The second event of that of 5 events took place this last weekend gone. And also I swear that I found a post about the battle for State Highway 5, right?
Yeah, I've seen
Hawke's Bay against Topol, and I just couldn't get. I can't find it.
It's on someone's private page, I think.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I did see it. Sorry, mate. I would have looked it up if I realised that.
If there's anyone in chat who can link us a link to the battle for State Highway 5 so we can cover it, then that would be great, because we're missing it, and it wouldn't, it would be good to be able to go through it. Topol Rich saying it's private.
Rich,
fair enough. We won't talk about it then. If it's private, Rich, we respect your privacy. But yeah, anyway.
Rich, there's a lot of private info I've had to share on here about my disc golf game, all right? So we're not holding back on anyone.
Absolutely. Also, we'll do some Distal and some Disc Golf Valley. And the code for Disc Golf Valley is above Morgan's head as ever. It's 46 X-Ray Tango this week, if you want to get involved. We are 5 subscribers away from our next giveaway. So now is a brilliant time for you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you have already, maybe hit the like button while you're there, and drop a comment. Tell us, talk to us tonight. Tell us you got any questions for Anne about Tucker Beach Rush or for nationals, or do you want to join in the celebrations for Alison and Sarah? All the same, we'd love to hear from you. Morgan, let's start with hot scores and take us through the South.
Roger Dodgy. Well, it's kicking us off in the deep south. God damn, Johnny Ferrari gets it done with a huge 16 under par at Queen's Park, and then we head over to Chingford where just Paul, shoots a 3 under par. Just Paul, sticking around that neck of the woods at Brockville where Marie Cummings, Calvin Cummings, and Sam Page all shoot a very nice 2 under par. Nobody out and about on the flight park this week. I think there is people out there, Matt, but some of the baskets are all set up at the Tucker Beach Rush course.
Makes sense.
So while we bring that up, guys, get down there and get your practice in before the weekend. So, yep, it is open and ready to go. Queenstown Gardens, though, Seb Williams gets it done with 11 down. Then we head to Lismore Park where Mundo McDisk, as always, shoots a 15 under par. Matt, I don't know if I knew this, but I believe it's Joel Maunder is Mundo McDisk.
Oh, really?
I believe so.
Oh, okay, that's Mundo McDisk has been a staple of Hot Scores for many years.
You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna throw in 2 extras here because the Hunter brothers have been messaging me today going, how do we get on this leaderboard? And they're sending me scores. So the Twizel Greenbelt course, guys, 11 down for Mr. James McDonald. Actually, I'm not going to scroll to find the other one. So James McDonald, you get your one read out this week. But then we head all the way back to Jelly Park up in Christchurch. So I suppose we were passing by where Josh shoots a 12 down. Bottle Lake sees Jeremy Brockenshire with a 2 down, and then 8 down is enough for Cambino at Warren Park. Billy Roberts back in New Zealand soil with a 15 down on Smallbone Reserve. Then Queen's Park Reserve sees Sergey Sannon with a nice 7 under par. 2 to go. Stick with me, Taylor River. And that's Darien this week with a 4 down. And finalising the top of the South Island for us tonight is Mr. Patrick Ludlow with a 14 down at Branford Park. Matt.
So up in the North Island, the Hot Score at Berrenport with 13 under par, at Hikoikoi with 5 under par, and at Harcourt with 8 under par is Johnny Wake. Congratulations, Johnny, for locking out Wellington and giving no one else a look in. Very good. Up to Flaxmere, Zach Curd hits 12 under par on the league layout. Spa Park Black sees Vaughan Clouston go 1 under. Scion Tree Nursery, the aptly named Forest, is 8 under par, and Jamie Kennedy goes round Henderson at 8 down as well. Over to Wood Hill, John Russell hits a 5 under par, and finally Oscar goes round Rosedale at 4 under par. Well done. Well done to everybody who got a Hot Score this week. Now,
just quickly, just to finish off with that, because I touched on it in the middle there, Matt. There are people out there, maybe some that are watching the show, maybe some new subscribers that don't understand why we only do 9 on the north and 9 on the south, and it really just comes down to a vote, or not a vote, sorry, the most played courses, Matt. Am I correct?
We'll tell you how it works.
Past year?
So every year we do an episode where we go through the stats of disc golf courses in New Zealand. Which are the most played, which sees the most unique players, etc. go through. And if you go back through the annals of Sweet Chain Live, then on our YouTube page, then you'll find these episodes. When did we do it, Morgan? About March. So
it doesn't feel like it was that long ago. So that would be about right.
March, maybe
pre-June for sure.
Yeah, so maybe it was about, I don't know, maybe 15 episodes ago, about episode 205-ish. Producer Tom will probably put a link into the chat shortly, but it's about I put them on the spot now. It's about 205-ish. And for this year, and we go through, and what we do is we reveal what are the top 20 played courses in New Zealand, right? So the top 20 by number of rounds scored on UDisc. And then what we do is they're the courses that get the scores read out on the Hot Scores each week. Now, in order to get your name on the Hot Scores, actually there's 2 exceptions to that, which we'll get to in a minute. In order to get your name read out, you need to have recorded a Hot Score, one, and you also need to have UDisc Pro. Right, so if you just have the regular free UDisc, you can score an event, see your last 4 rounds, all that kind of jazz, but you don't pay for it, then your score won't show up in the Hot Scores. All right, it's only people with UDisc Pro who do that. So yeah, appreciate there'll be plenty of people out there who are like, yeah, but I go around Queenstown Gardens 17 down every week, but I don't have Pro. Fine. that's okay, but you just won't have your name read out, unfortunately. So stump up the cash and pay the UDIS Pro fee, which is about, I don't know, $5 a month or something. It's not very much. And then the other two courses, actually, it's a top 20 plus we get you, the public, to vote on which two courses you'd like to see in addition. And I think this year, Flight Park was one of them. And I think was it Bramford Park was
Brantford, Brantford
was the other one that got a vote in. So of all the other courses that didn't make the top 20, people voted on which other two they'd like to see, and Bramford and Flight Park made it in this time. So this year that may change next year, and we'll see. We get the stats shortly after the new year, and so do the episode then. So there you go. Right, let's move on. Sarah and Alison. Brilliant, wasn't it? I mean, okay. Let's just go through. Let's start with Sarah. Sarah was the favorite, I think, going into this tournament by quite some distance, right? She had a ratings buffer increase, on on all the people in her division by some distance. She's rated 150 points higher than the lady who finished in second place. And indeed, if you looked up to the other divisions, there's really, in MJ, she competed in FJ10. If she'd competed in MJ10, then she would have done very well in MJ10 even, and is rated higher than any of the MJ players as well. So look, she was the favorite going in. However, saying that, still needs to work hard and put in a performance. All right. And what does she do? She comes out and she shoots some really, really good golf. 894 round one, 904 rated round two, and 2 bogeys, Morgan, in 50 holes.
I think it took her 3 rounds to find a bogey.
It did. Right? It did. First 3 rounds completely bogey free, which is just mental. And then it was only after hole 4 on round 4 that she hits the first bogey, and only got 1 on round 4, and then 1 more in the final round. So in 5 rounds of disc golf, hits 2 bogeys in 45. What's that? 18 times 5. 90 holes. So
just think about it, right? Yeah, ridiculous. Just think about it. Like, how often do you go around a course and shoot a bogey-free round, right?
Oh, do you know what? When I do, I'm well pleased. That's a thing.
100%.
It's a wow. I'm chuffed with that. That's amazing.
We all joke about how somewhere like the Queenstown Gardens is easy. It's an absolute birdie fest. 99% of the time, I find a bogey in every single round. There's just no.
And you wouldn't be alone. You wouldn't be alone either, right?
Because absolutely not.
It's a mindset thing, right? Because they're quite short holes at the Queenstown Gardens, as the example, and you could look at the hole distances on at this tournament and go, yeah, but they're short as well. But don't forget, this is FJ10, right? So it's not you're not going to have 300-meter par 5s
as well, though.
Yeah, but it's a world championship, so yeah. But it's not about that. It's about the fact that you've got to concentrate for that length of time. You've got to concentrate for 90 holes over 5 days, and be able to go, right, next hole. What am I doing? What am I throwing? How am I going to keep it in the fairway? What's gonna, because you don't not get bogeys by throwing it all about the place and ending up in throwing it into trees and into bushes and OB and all that. You start doing that, you start racking them up pretty quick, right? This
obviously had a game plan and obviously stuck to it.
Oh, totally.
Pretty much the entire time. And I would say maybe just got a little unlucky to catch those bogeys too, or she didn't make one of those 7-8 meter putts that she made for the rest of the tournament and made them look easy.
We'll find out a little bit more from her when she's on the show, but for that level of concentration from a 9-year-old is just ridiculous. And what is she, the highest rated MJ or FJ, highest rated 10-year-old ever?
Yeah,
I think he's right. So like, even when like Paige Pierce was 10, Sarah was rated higher than she was. Like, it goes to that kind of thing, right? So I think that's just insane. So massive congratulations to Sarah. We've spoken to her a couple of times on the show before about her her tournament successes. 3-time world champion. There's only a few world champions who can say that they've been to junior worlds and have got a 100% record over that many events.
Yeah, 3 of them, right?
There's 3 of them. She joins an elite, very, very elite group, and so absolutely fantastic.
Can you list those people?
Oh,
I know I can't. I know it's Valerie Mandahanu.
Yeah, Valerie Mandahanu is one, and isn't it like?
Is it Bradley Wiggins?
No, I want to say it's someone like I want to say it's someone like old school, like OG.
Oh, definitely OG. Yeah, for sure.
But I'm just trying to Bradley Wiggins, is it?
It is Wiggins.
Oh.
It is Bradley Wiggins Jr.
David Wiggins Jr.
Okay, thanks, Anne. People can't hear you, so we won't take credit for that. Well, I will. I got the Wiggins part right.
You did. But yeah. I mean that's just incredible. Yeah, there it is. David Wiggins Jr. 5 from 5. Valerie Mandahanu 3 from 3. And obviously Valerie's now playing on the Pro Tour. Yeah, so I mean this is
elite group.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I'm really, really pleased for her, and it's an incredible achievement, and a very different kind of challenge for her than it was for Alison.
Oh my goodness!
Who we'll talk about now, because Alison's challenge, she had it very different, right? So she goes into the event and she's not the highest rated player by 150 points. She's not the highest rated player, right? She's got 24 points on the highest rated player. And so the job that she had over Sarah was very, very different. And what I was most impressed with Alison watching from afar was the way in which, it's one of those things where if you can't win a tournament in the first round, but you can lose a tournament in the first round. Do you know what I mean?
The resolve is the word that's sitting on the tip of my tongue, yeah. Matt. Just she held it together, right, and played a complete tournament.
Yeah. You need to keep focused for that length of time, and she kept herself in the fight all the way. And the thing is, it was a fight, right? She had a 2-shot lead after the first round. She got knocked back to third in the after the second round, and then jumped back up to first with a lead of 1 shot going into the final round. And then after the final round,
first equal? Oh no, first. Yep.
After the final round, was in second place, and then in the finals, pushed through and managed to hang on to force a playoff. And then, as if 90 holes wasn't enough to decide who was going to be the winner.
They needed 2 more.
They needed 2 more, and Alison holds it together and takes out the win. And from what I've heard is the way in which she won it was a very mature way of winning it. She made it so that the other person would have to win it rather than like giving it rather than pushing for it, you know. So playing a very kind of very mature kind of game, recognizing that after 5 days and 90 holes, that her competitors' minds and bodies might be beginning to fatigue, and so after that kind of fatigue, you make suboptimal decisions.
It's funny you say that though, right?
Because I'm looking
at the scorecard for that final round there against Brooklyn, and Brooklyn opened the round with a hole in one.
Oh, did you see it? Did you see the video of her ace?
I did see it, yeah. And then she's gone on a run of pars, a couple of bogeys, but then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The back 9, I could have just looked up there. The back 9, and she's taken 4 birdies and 5 pars. So she did finish pretty strong. So I mean, it was a decision Alison needed to make. She made it, and it paid off.
Also, right, let me just put this to you, because you've been in this situation more than I have, right? You go into the final round and you're a shot behind the leader, and you think, all right, I think I know what I've got to do, and then suddenly one of the players who's in third place hits an ace on the first hole, and suddenly it's a 3-horse race. Right, suddenly you've got someone else now. It's not just you and the person who you're one shot behind. You've got someone else who you've got to worry about, right? And then after that, it becomes you're looking in all sorts of directions. So incredible performance. We got a little video here that we're going to play, which is you've probably seen it. It did the rounds, and I'm sure everybody in New Zealand's seen this.
Oh now. Turn the sound up, Tom.
This is Alison tapping in for her win on hole 2 of the playoffs. So yeah, I mean, okay, but yeah, that's incredible, getting a trophy there. And yeah, I mean, scenes, right? That's incredible.
Scenes. Absolute scenes. And then Sarah, first one in to congratulate her. Oh, it's just it's amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah,
so proud of the two ladies, and I mean, I'll probably see Alison before I do Sarah, but they're both getting a bloody big hug, mate. Tell you that much.
Absolutely, and we'll have them on the show when they're back. Look, it was superb stuff, and that's now 2 world champions from New Zealand, and 4 world championships from New Zealand.
Yes.
On top of Amy's major win a few weeks ago. I mean, ladies disc golf in New Zealand is looking pretty good right now, right?
Pretty blimmin' promising, 100%. Well, not just promising; it's looking bloody good.
Yeah, it's incredible. That's incredible. From what I understand, Paul Wadsworth, Sarah's dad, went live from Alison's final hole. So if you were lucky enough,
right now, what's up, Paul?
If you were lucky enough to be able to tune into that, then yeah. Something else that we've been sent, Morgan, about Sarah's rating. Now, Sarah is rated 876 now. Is she 876? And is she 10? She's not 10 yet. Am I right?
Pass.
Okay. She's competing in FJ10. What we've got on screen now is Gannon Buhr's rating at various ages when he was younger.
Yes.
Well, which is ridiculous. Now, appreciate that between the ages of 10 to 12, that's when Gannon has his big bump, right, and goes from 806 to 907. But look, Sarah's shown that she's capable of throwing consistently 900 plus rated rounds, right? So 907 wouldn't be too far away for when she's but by the time she's 11,
she's 10 now.
She's 10 now. Okay,
that in the chat. She's 10 now.
Yeah. So I mean, it's that's incredible. So look, well done to the 2 ladies over there who got their world championships. That is just an insane performance. We'd also like to shout out New Zealand's competitor in MJ18, Sam Lycan, who was over there as well. Now, MJ18 is a different beast.
I mean, you've got the likes of the up and coming Gannon Burstyles, don't you?
Well, you do, right? You've got players in MJ18 who are shooting 10-30, 10-40 rated golf rounds.
Yeah.
And like, you got to keep up with it. You've got to keep up with it. And so Sam himself shoots a 947 rated event, right, which is 20 points higher than his rating, and he finishes 59th.
Yeah, I mean, he got bubbled as well for that final round, right?
What
it was one stroke in it from getting into that final round. We were watching with anticipation.
Yeah, that's right.
I think I was blowing off work at that point, just watching the scorecard and refreshing.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, their course is obviously far closer to a kind of a pro layout. And yeah, I mean, seemed to get better as the tournament went on, which he'll be pleased with. And as we said last week, actually, the most impressive bit about this might well be to come for Sam. As we've seen in the past, when people come back from international tournaments and have been so focused and played these events, they're often they bounce really. They have a bit of a bump when they come back to New Zealand, right? And we certainly hope that that's the case for Sam when he comes back. Real nice chap, and
Paul's just in the chat saying Sam was so unlucky to miss the cut, one stroke. So good to have him and Craig walk with both Sarah and Alison on that final day. Meant a lot.
I mean, it's great. It's great to see that everybody was together. Everybody was supporting each other and cheering each other on, which was just absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, really, really good. Now, there's some other people playing abroad right now. There was Amy, who competed last weekend at the it was the European Amateur Open, where she competed in FA1. Okay, so no Masters division here, and Amy finished in third, which is a really good performance. And she's over. That was played in Nokia on the same course that Worlds will be played at. Maybe a slightly different layout, but it's the same course.
I believe I've read this from multiple people, but I believe she was also one of them this week saying that was her favorite course she's ever played. I believe,
really?
Even though it was tough as anything. I mean, you can see the scores.
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
plus 37 winning FA1. It's tough out there, taking bogey after bogey after bogey, even though it doesn't really mean anything. It can do upstairs, right? So
yeah, totally.
Yeah,
totally. I know. Well, I mean, we've all been there, right? When you kind of finish your round and you kind of go, "Cool, that I felt like I just got beaten up over there," and then you come back and your rating's all right, and you think, "Oh, okay, all right." It's very, very bizarre.
What did you guys do out there if I got a decent rating, right? That's usually the conversation. What the hell did you guys do?
So well done to Amy for taking out the third place in the European Amateur Open. She's had a pretty good time away, eh? Like she picked up first at the US Women's Disc Golf Championships, the second at the Amateur Masters World Championships, and now a third place at the European Amateur Open. So fantastic work from her. She's also competing in the Air Baltic Riga Open. That's Riga in Latvia
about a month's time. What are it? 3 weeks time.
3 weeks time. So yeah, so you got that to look forward to. She's away for some time, and then she's back for Wahitapu, which is good to see. Right now, also worth saying that Francis and Michelle, we spoke to Francis last week on the show. They are both competing in Worlds next week. So their tournament, they're playing mixed doubles on the 30th, which is next Wednesday. Okay, so they're a mixed doubles team, and they're up against some pretty strong mixed doubles teams. Morgan, I don't know if we've had the chance to have a look at the lineup here.
No, you did mention a couple in the green room there, though. The Missy Gannon Burr.
Team Missy Gannon Burr, yeah. So that's obviously an incredible, one of arguably the best male player currently, and one of the best female players currently. And yeah, there's a few other pairings which also look like they could challenge. But very best of luck to the Flying Kiwis, Francis and Michelle, who are competing, and obviously both of them competing in Pro Worlds as well, and that starts, I think, on the Thursday, the day after. So keep an eye out on there. You'll see all the tournament coverage. It'll be on Joe Mares and Disc Golf. What is it? Disc Golf Network as well.
Yep.
So if you do want to tune in, and if one of them, and everyone's got their fingers crossed, if one of them has an absolutely blitzing first round, there's half a chance that we could get some coverage, because they go a couple of cards deep. I think some of the filming on that. So yeah, that would be incredible to see. So very best of luck to both of them.
Absolutely. And just while we're out that neck of the woods, I don't think we've quite visited the European Disc Golf Festival. Before we do go and drag Burge into the show, shall we quickly touch on this one here? You got that all prepped up, Mr. Tomash? No, you don't? Right, well, I'll just spoil it for everyone that hasn't watched it. Mr. Calvin Heimberg gets it done on the final hole with a 15-meter putt. Bang, secured it.
Finally. Finally a major for Calvin, eh? Finally,
yes, his very, very first major. I mean, look how close those scores are, right? I think at one point there was 3 people tied in the lead, and I think it was Gannon, Isaac, and Macbeth.
Yeah, three 1100 rated rounds in the same tournament.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's mental.
And then obviously Calvin's come from behind. When I woke up and seen the post on PDJ, I was like, whoa, where did that come from? So yeah, absolutely. Big congrats to him. Gannon in second, Isaac in third, and then Macbeth in fourth, because we can't leave him out. And then down in the ladies' mat, we had not Kristen Latt, but she's come in again very strong, Silva Saarinen.
Yeah,
taking down the dub in the FPO division, becoming a bit of a force to be reckoned with. And you know what absolutely. I think it is? You know what I think it is? I think she's done it now. And she knows she can do it. I think she was probably not aware in her own mind that she could do it until she did.
It's a mindset thing for a lot of people, eh? I mean, we've seen it before, how it's how the half the game's played in your head. So yeah,
for sure. And I mean, when you're facing the likes of Kristen, and she's playing the way she is or has done for so long, and now finally actually getting up on her. But yeah, shout out to her, and then friend of the show, Ella Hansen, coming in third place. Good to see her right up the pointy end.
Absolutely, and they're all competing in Worlds next week as well.
Right
Bergie? Now, let's bring on our guest at this time, which is Mr. Anne Burgess. Good evening, Anne.
How are we, gentlemen?
Yeah, very good, thank you. Very good. You've got a couple of things that you want to talk about today. Where do you want to start?
Yes, I mean, first of all, obviously got to do a big shout out to our kids over in the States during the country proud. Awesome result, obviously, for Sarah and Alison, but yeah, a big well done to Sam for almost getting there, and that would be one of the toughest divisions in World Disc Golf, right? The MJ18 at
totally.
Junior Worlds.
Totally. And it gets harder each year as well. The field gets stronger, the size of the field gets stronger.
Yeah. And it's worth pointing out actually that FJ15 played the exact same layout as FJ18. So Alison would have also won FJ18 had she competed in that. So yeah, the future's pretty bright with NZ Disc Golf. And, it's just up to me being the NZDG chair and riding the gravy train of all of the awesome juniors, and me taking all the credit, right? That's
riding the coattails.
It's all to do with me, all to do with me. No, but yeah, big shout out. But also a big shout out to the parents. Had a really good sort of text conversation with Jeff, and then again with Paul. I haven't caught up with Craig yet, but it's a massive it's a massive commitment from the families, like we often talk about parents, mum and dad driving kids to rugby and football and soccer. This is another level. And you look at someone like Paul, who's done it year in, year out for 3 years. Alison, this is year 2. And unfortunately, the burden that comes with being a world champion is people keep asking, are you going to back it up? Are you going to go again?
You going to do it next year?
Yeah, good luck to you guys in the years to come. So yeah, no, big shout out. But suppose we'll get on to what is possibly the worst kept secret in New Zealand disc golf today with Ewan's slight hint. He tried to post a picture every 5 minutes of someone playing at Nottingley for 2 or 3 hours until people worked it out. And then, hey, we've got a really good opportunity here with Nationals now. Obviously, there's been a lot of conversation around the NZDG majors over the last couple of months, and they are becoming tougher and tougher and tougher to deliver. We tried really hard with Mike Foley to get a Nationals tournament going in the North Island. However, we just couldn't quite get there. So a big shout out to Mike and his crew, and also to the Tauranga crew to trying to crack that nut. But ultimately, we've got a really amazing course in Nottingley down in Waimati. And then we've also got 3 clubs that are going to come together and deliver a Nationals in partnership with NZDG. So I think, this is a part of this conversation where we've talked about how hard and how big an ordeal it is to pull something like this off. And we sort of talked about how it's going to take a monumental effort and how do you do it. And Disc Golf Wanaka, Disc Golf Waimati, and Disc Golf Timaru put their heads together and said, hey, can we do this together? We're close enough together. Let's see if we can do this. And they've put their heads together and they did that. We were sort of like pushing them along saying, come on, man, we really need to try and get something going. And look, they came to the party and it's an awesome result for New Zealand disc golf, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. I think I might play my first tournament at that course on a Nationals by the sound of it.
Same. Yeah, same. I played 4 holes of it when it was first installed at Nottingley, and the grass was about nipple height. I lost 6 discs in 4 holes and then walked off moping. So,
oh God,
yeah,
it's an interesting one. It's I was talking to you all in the green room from the North Island. Waimati is, if someone wanted to get to it from the North Island, what are they doing? Flying to Christchurch and then driving from there is probably the easiest way to do it.
How far is it from Dunedin, Burge?
It's about the same from Dunedin as it is from Christchurch. A wee bit further from Queenstown. But yeah, I think it's about 2.5 from both centres, both Christchurch and Dunedin. But the good thing about Nottingley and Waimati is that you got Timaru's not too far away. And there's plenty like on site at Nottingley. I think there's a campground, and the place is going to absolutely hum over that week. It's going to be amazing.
I'm gonna try and get down there, I have to say, because it's a course I've not played before. It's a set of courses I've not played before. If there's a group of you going from a city, then I guess the fly-in, hire a car option becomes a thing that you can do, and that makes it more cost effective for those of us who would require a bit of help to get. I mean, you can't just drive there from your house, is what I'm getting at, right? I mean, you're okay if you're in Christchurch or Queenstown to do that, but you can't do that from Wellington necessarily. So,
my grandmother lives in Kurau, Te Kohudo, which is about 40 minutes drive, and
okay.
I think
so. We're staying there.
I think I might see if the Generation Boys want to come and come stay with Grandma.
Go down I want to stay with Grandma, bro. Come on. Where else would you want to be?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. She's the sort of grandmother that'll wake up at, if we go to the pub and get back at midnight, she'll wake up and she'll put on some chips and some schnitzels. So really,
does she have the jar of lollies that's just out of reach?
Yeah.
The dream right there.
Just want to address Brett's point in the chat there. Just one course.
2 courses. So
2 courses.
Waimanti actually has 2 courses, one 18-hole, one 9-hole. So I think the plan is, I'm potentially speaking out of turn here, but I think the plan is to add 9 holes to somewhere, and it'll play as 9 at what I think is Victoria and 9 extras, and then the 18 or. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Nottingham Giants, I've never played the tournament. Tom might know. Do they play that as a 27-hole tournament or 23?
They once
played it as a slightly extended.
Yeah, so they once played that as a 27.
Yeah, once played as a 27.
Once played it as 27. So, yeah, there's room there. But look, this is what we said when going into it. We don't expect a 300-person tournament like we had this year. We don't. Waimate, although it's got the infrastructure to hold all these disc golfers, just doesn't have the infrastructure that Christchurch has. So
hang on. Why? I want to stop you there. You said you don't expect as many. Why? Because it's not that far from all the centres. I know we're pretty central on the last one, but I actually think the opposite. I think you are going to have the demand for this.
Oh, there's definitely going to be demand. Don't get me wrong. It's so you'll notice that the dates are a little bit later in the year. So we're getting closer to daylight saving there. Over on the east coast of the South Island, and around about that time is when the days are starting to get a little bit short or shorter. Still a good month out from daylight saving, but that's really when they're starting to wind down. But also, it just comes down to the whole delivering a tournament for a group of 300 people. It's the effort there is just absolutely ginormous. So we don't hold any expectations of it having to be. So if they put it up, I think the plan is for around 200, 240. If it sells out really, really quickly, and they're able to find some more spots by, I'm pretty sure it's tee times over 4 days. So, you can go a wee bit later.
4-day tournament.
4-day tournament, one of practice, I believe. Yeah. And so, but look, we really just want to work with them to try and get a nationals that we're all proud of and happy of, and so my advice would be is that when the tickets go on sale or when they open up, don't fluff about.
Don't fluff about. Yeah. Brett Carlisle, I reckon you'll push 300 again. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Brett.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's got the advantage, right? It's got the advantage that nationals in the more recent times hasn't had, where people aren't going to be suffering so much from tournament fatigue because it's at a time when there's fewer tournaments around, albeit there's still tournaments around. But in January, it's back to back to back to back to back, and so you've escaped that element of it, and so I think that's. So
I should probably correct myself there. We believe, and so do the clubs, believe that the top tier, the top ceiling, absolute furthest we can go is 280.
Okay.
So whilst there might be demand for it, we're not going to push a tournament to get an extra 20 spots just because there's demand there. We're going to make sure that the 240 or the 250 that are registering in there are going to have a great experience.
Yeah, no, fair enough. And you know that we can expect that to also see it online at some point, and you know,
I will make
to
a
be a
wee
thing.
point out, and this was a difficult one for me, being obviously a member of the Queenstown Club as well. This is the traditional weekend of the Queenstown Classic. It is Otago anniversary weekend, so for those that live within the Otago region, they get an extra day. And so the Queenstown Classic, I'm sure, I haven't spoken to the club about it yet. I'm sure it'll still go ahead. It'll just go ahead at a different weekend. So, yeah, a pretty, I suppose, bittersweet, but it's more sweet than bitter. And Nationals has to take precedence. So, one thing worth considering is that no other PDGA sanctioned tournament can be held anywhere in the country on that weekend.
Right.
You'll get declined, basically. So if you try to hold one.
Yeah. So, I mean, what I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to do my best to get there, and I'll have to chat to the old farts to come up with a group travel plan. So yeah, any old farts watching, you can expect that to spark off in the chat. Because I think it's
with grandma.
Well, that's it. If you've got room for half a dozen old farts, then yeah, absolutely. But no, it's a good weekend away.
You probably don't want to be around half the people that we'll have with us.
Well, it's a good week. It'll be a good weekend away, and I think that I'm going to do my best to get down there. I've not played that one before, and it's obviously major nationals, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's good. That's good. Now, a bit closer to home, a bit more coming up this weekend is the Tucker Beach Rush.
Tucker
Beach in Queenstown. So where do we want to go? Do we want to have a look at the tipping and see where we're gonna get on with this? The tipping, apologies that it's out a little bit late. It is available on the website now. So if you are interested in getting your tips in and are competing for the Series 3, the season title, then you can do that. Currently, Hayden Bonney is leading champion Ben Morrison in the season leaderboard. Very early days yet. But we can have a look at the tipping now. I don't know if it's up on screen, and Arne's still with us. You can still hear us, but he's not on screen. But so Jack Maffey is the favourite, heading in, ranked 9th in the country. Jin Kato and Isaac Latter will be challenging him for the win. Any thoughts here, gents?
Yeah.
Okay.
Want to share them? Nope.
I think this is Adam Rhymes' time to shine.
Oh wow!
Wow.
So value at 25.
When I considered this layout, it was with him in mind, because he is forever being pestering Morgan to make their courses longer and longer and longer, because the dude can throw a disc a long way. And Morgan tries to keep him on his leash, so to speak, to make it
What are you talking about? You had to make my course shorter at Omarama. You're so full of it.
No,
God damn.
that, and so if you can throw long, you'll be pretty good here. There's one, what I would call iconic tee shot. This will be the sweet shot next week, I would say, which tees off from an elevated position up by the new Kimiyako shot over bridge, down 220 meters down onto the beach side. So it's going to be, if you can throw long and straight and do that, you'll be good.
Watching people like Adam and Jack Maffey tee off of that is going to be pretty bloody awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys can rip.
Yeah. So I mean, it's going to be pretty tight at the top, is what we're saying, right?
Yeah, look, I mean, to be fair, I think Jin should be the favourite. I think he's one of the more consistent, as the consistency.
Also, he's always there, isn't he? Like, he's always there. So he knows. He may not have. Is the course the standard course, or have you've made some amendments to it? So, but he'll be aware of the ground and like where it, what what to expect when if you said to him like, there's a tee pads going there and the basket's there, he'll have a better idea over distances and what to avoid and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know how much he's played it this week, but the course has been in since the weekend and slowly adding to it. But yeah, it's one of those ones where no South Island par fours, a couple of par fives in there.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So
fair enough.
Yeah.
In FPO, Hayley Flintoff is the favourite up against Echo Lee in a head-to-head. In MP40, Matt Pritchard is the favourite here, going up against Jeremy Hills, Pete Mackay, Kyle Martin, Rod Mackay in MP40. So that looks like, I think that's going to be a little bit tighter than it is, and Matt might not have it all his own way.
I think there's potential that the overall winner could come from this group.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Honestly, that division could just go absolutely anywhere. Yeah, I really could. I mean, even a Roddy McKay right here could pull together a few really good rounds in his local. It's anything can happen.
In MA1, Cooper Solis, Billy Roberts, and Connor Bishop are favourites for the podium in this division, in a division that's so hard to predict and goes down pretty deep. There's talent all the way down in this division, and so we're going to have to watch out here. It's going to be very difficult to pick a winner in MA1. Don't know if you guys have got any insight.
Stefano. Nah, Dave will throw too many in the river. It's going to be Stefano and Billy Roberts.
Okay.
Battling it out at the top.
Stefano and Billy. So there may be some value at 9s on Stefano for anybody betting. Hannah Joint goes head-to-head against Nikki Day in FA1. MA40, the best division, Lance Eason is the favourite up against Stu Gilchrist and Barry Van Beek. Is it going to be these three battling it out? By the looks of just by having a sort of cursory glance at the rest of the field, that seemed to be the case. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, man, Ben Thompson, 4th, Jason Mark. Like, I know that he's not rated, but he's a Jason Mark is a local that can burn it up. Barry, but Stu, this could go anywhere. There's even a fellow down the bottom of this list that has a bit of inside knowledge around this course, I think.
Yeah, Andy O'Connell. Yeah.
Bloody good looking fellow, that guy, number 252. Yeah. I will say,
I was honestly just
Andrew
waiting
Barnett,
for Bex to say something in the background right then. Not going to lie.
Andrew Barnett and I will inevitably end up on the same card in the last day. Wherever we travel together, we end up on the last card. We both travelled all the way to Taupo last year and ended up on the same card, right at the bottom of MA40 for the last 2 rounds. So
no.
see you on Sunday, Drew.
I think Stu Gilchrist is going to get it done in MA40 this week. Just coming back to home turf, he's going to have that edge over Lance. He's going to have his own bed. He's going to get it done at odds of 5.1.
There's nothing like your own bed and bog, eh? MA50, Ed Waddington, Mark Tebbett, and Akira Kuro seem to be the favourites going into this. I think it's going to be an Ed versus Mark kind of affair.
Yeah.
You never know what Akira, and even I think Iran's going to come out and have an absolute blinder.
Oh, okay. All right.
Straight out of surgery. Yeah.
That's
right.
Interesting.
Moving right along.
MA60, Steve McVicker goes head-to-head against Rob Kent. MA2, Jack Dahlstrom, Aman Kumar, and Joseph Ball are the favourites here. Really difficult one to pick, eh? This MA2.
It shouldn't be.
It's interesting.
Aman shouldn't probably be in MA2, but
okay.
He doesn't have a rating at the moment.
He's borderline. He is probably MA2, MA1. He plays a lot of disc golf, but he plays a lot of social disc golf.
Okay,
we'll put it.
Okay. In MA3, Harry Ayer is the favourite. Stephen Harvey, Benedict Leiker, and Connor Johnston also do battle in MA3. MJ18, Hinato Kudo is the favourite here. Cole Rasmussen and Connor Rance, though, will probably have something to say.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. That's
I
interesting.
find the data analytics team, or whatever they're called now, it's a sneaky one, putting in Cole in there, in between Hinato being the local, Connor being, the sort of reigning MJ15 champ, I think he is, national. Yeah. So I think the data analytics team know a little bit of something.
Oh, do you reckon? Do you?
He's a very good player. He's a very good player. I'm not going to lie. He's got some skills, and he is probably a bit older than the rest of them. So,
well, we shall have we shall see when the results come out. The data analytics team the digital development team have a success rate, broadly speaking, of predicting the winner in about but sort of about 60 to 70% of the time. So I don't think they do too bad, generally speaking.
50% of the time it works.
It's right every time. Every time. Exactly. So yeah. So there we go. Tucker Beach Rush this weekend, looking like it's going to be a good little tournament for you. And Morgan, you're not playing, but you'll be cheering on from the sidelines.
Well, you'll see me at Player Check-In, guys. Burge, what time is Player Check-In open for anyone that's playing and may not have read the website? Like
first tee time is 9 a.m. for MA3. Going off first, so 5 minutes before your tee time. Tee times are up for everyone. 5 minutes before your tee time, and just a wee shout out to everyone that is playing. Because of tee times, we will not be doing a players meeting beforehand. We will do that online tomorrow night. It's on the event page.
I have only just realised what you've signed me up for, and I'm here for it. But I've only just realised what it was. About 3 hours of standing in -6 degrees. It's all good. I'm here for it.
Right. So thank you very much, Arne. That's fantastic. It's good to see you again, and thank you so much for the updates on Nationals and the Tucker Beach Rush.
Cool. Go Francis, go Michelle.
Indeed. All right, we'll catch you next time.
Cheers, bro. See you after the show.
Right, Morgan, we're going to go to a couple of results of tournaments that happened recently, closer to home. So first up is the Canterbury Club Clash Series.
Oh, yes.
Right. So this is the ladder after round 2. Bros for Change are leading the way. They've got a small lead over Chain Gang, sorry. And then the Disc Daddies, producer Tom's team, up to 3rd place, or is that down from third place from 2nd? Trench Cannons in 4th, front 9, Birdie Gang back 9. Is that Dingers? Have I read that right?
That's
VIP,
Dingers.
Dissipate, and Part Timers, all taking part as well. So well done to Bros for Change for keeping their lead. Be interesting to see how that progresses. That's the 2nd event of 5 that they've got coming. That is being played in Christchurch. And the next event is at Bottle Lake, so look out for that. Fantastic concept, Morgan. I really love this idea.
It's been something that's sort of not that specifically, but the whole teams thing has been talked about for so long. We've had the battle for the crown here, Queenstown against Wanaka for many, many, many years. Basically, I think 10 years at least since I've been playing disc golf. It's been on. People have always gone, we want to do something like that. We want to do something like that. Never really happens. So it's bloody awesome to see this, and with that many teams.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And then there's another one up north, right?
Yes. This is the battle for State Highway 5 that I can't find any information on. Although I'm sure that I saw a post that there was a post that came out.
There is a message. Let me just quickly scroll up to it. So Rich goes, okay, Hawke's Bay Facebook page will have the posts, but in summary, they brought their A games and took out the comp in the first round with 10 wins versus 6 draws. Real proud of some of the young guns from Taupo. That's from Mr. Rich.
Hawke's Bay Disc Golf Club. So this would have the. There it is. That's what I saw. Yeah. So really good event again.
really good to see the team kind of dynamic going along.
Yeah.
I know in Wellington we've tried to get a Wellington versus New Plymouth versus Manawatu kind of thing going. And the more and more that people see these these club challenges going along, hopefully the more and more it means that we can get on. And intra I don't know the word, club challenge of sorts starts at Berrenport this weekend. So if you're around, the Berrenport Biscuit is being played this weekend on Sunday at 2:00, and that goes towards gaining points for the Greater Wellington.
I'm assuming the biscuit's just a word for a disc.
Yeah, I guess I'm not across the naming convention there. Anyway, let's get into some future events. Now, there are some important registration dates coming up, everybody. So make sure you put these dates in your diary, because next week, starting on Thursday and then going into the weekend, Friday and Saturday, there's some really, really important dates that you need to be aware of. Okay. So, Morgan, the first one is next Thursday, a week from today, the Ashburton Disc Golf Open. Ooh. The registration opens for that. Okay,
what's the limit on that? What's the player limit?
The player limit is let's have a look, 90.
That's going to sell out in 5 minutes.
Well, it may well do. So so you're going to need to be quick. So it's being played on the August the 31st, and registration opens on the 31st of July on Thursday at 7:00. So make sure you're next to, you've got Disc Golf Scene or whatever open on whatever device you're playing on, and that will, make sure you get involved in the registration there.
And it's cheap. It's $30 to play all the divisions, all the way from MPO all the way down to FA4, and then all the junior divisions are $1.
Oh, that's amazing. That's fantastic. Then the next day, several tournaments open their registration windows. First up is the Extreme, right? So the Extreme opens at 6:00 on the 1st of August, and that will be being played on the weekend of the 4th and 5th of October in Tauranga. And so that's 6:00 on the 1st, and then at 7:00 on the 1st, registration for the Egg Monster Disc Golf Classic, the Australasian Open, and the New Zealand Disc Golf Open. So the first 3 events of the TDU of next year, all open their registration on the 1st of August. Now, registration on the 1st of August opens to internationals, so residents of outside New Zealand, and for professional divisions of 900 rated for in the mixed divisions and 850 rated for the female divisions. Amateur divisions and everybody under those ratings starts on the 15th, which is tier 3, right, for New Zealand amateurs, and the ratings changes as well. Go on to Disc Golf Scene if you want to check that. But I guess for the majority of people, it will be the 15th that it opens. But for MPO, MP40, MP50, FPO, FP40, and FP50, registration opens on August the 1st at 7:00 for the Egg Monster Disc Golf Classic. That's going to be played in Inglewood on the weekend of the 9th to the 11th of January. Week after in Taupo for the Australasian Open. Again, similar thing. Pro players 900 mixed, 850 ladies, and then finally the New Zealand Disc Golf Open, which is being played from Saturday to Monday, which incorporates Auckland Anniversary on the 24th to the 26th of January. So you've got the weekend of the Australasian Open, which is Friday to Sunday. Then you've got and then the week later, but a couple of days later, a day later, is the New Zealand Disc Golf Open. So 3 consecutive weekends. Registration opens for that next Friday on the 1st. And then the day after, on the 2nd, on Saturday at 7 o'clock, the Garden City Open Rego starts. So that's the South Island Championships being played at Hagley Golf Club in Christchurch, November the 13th to the 16th. Okay, so a lot of Regos opening over the next, well, starting from next week.
Get the checkbooks ready, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of disc golf coming.
Got it. Make sure you've got your FPOS card all ready to go, because it's you're going to need it next week for all the events. So yeah, right now, let's should we lighten up a bit and play some Distal? Let's go for it.
Oh sheesh, Roger Dodge. I think I went first last week, so after you.
So we're going to go for. Look at this. Look at this. Do you like this? Do you like this? This is one of those.
Buzzsaw.
This is a buzzsaw, indeed.
How do you like it? Have you thrown it yet?
No. It's just it's a regular buzz. It's a
buzzsaw.
It's a fused buzzsaw. No, I've not thrown it yet. It's not mine.
They're very nice.
It's my wife's. So yeah, that's in her bag at the moment. So yeah, let's start with a buzz. Where are we? Okay. So it's slower and less stable. Okay.
Slower than a buzz, less
slower than a buzz and less stable. Where do you want to go?
Not Discraft. Well, I mean, can go all the way down to 2, 3,
Keystone.
4.
Let's go Keystone. That's less stable than a buzz, and it's not Latitude, and it's slower. What have we got? It's just 2-speed. It's the same stability as a buzz. My apologies. And it's so it's a 2, 4, and then it's
0.
An understable putter.
It's 0, right? The third one.
Yeah. What's an Innova understable putter?
An Innova understable putter. Oh, I mean, it could be like a bullfrog. No, that's too much glide. I think they're like 2. They're low glide. What about something like an Envy? Is that in the right
stable
realm?
Nah, too stable. It's like an 03. No. It's 03. It's 03.
3.
A Pixel. It's a fair shout.
Oh, from Axiom, the P2 wannabe.
Yeah, let's have a look. Oh,
hey.
Boom.
Fucking there you go. Excuse my language.
Well done.
Yeah, there you go.
Well done to Jake Michael. That's a tough one to get as well, because the fade is 0.5.
It was in the chat.
Right?
I didn't even see that.
It's one of those. It's one of those ones that's going to be real. Would have been real tough to get if we were just guessing it, because it's the 05. Anyway, well, right. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at Disc Golf Valley. The code has been above Morgan's head for the whole day. Anne Burgess shoots 7 under par. We forgot to ask him how many goes he had. We also have Morgan on +5 with a completed round. Morgan, yourself on 9 under par. Very good. Producer Tom on 2 under par. Nickid on 3 under par. Bailey on 7 down. That's incredible. So Morgan, you take out the honours there with an eagle on hole 9. So well done.
I was just hanging out. I was hanging out on the lazy boy playing a couple of rounds of Disc Golf Valley, and I went, "Oh, that's right. We've got our game." So, grabbed the code, jumped in, scorched the course.
You did. Right. Now, the final bit that we want to talk about is that I'm going on holiday, Morgan.
Yes, you are.
And so as a result, the Sweet Chain Live is having a bit of a midwinter break. For a couple of weeks. So we will be back on August the 14th. It feels like ages away.
It does feel like ages away, but it's not really.
It isn't. We've got loads of stuff that's going. Well, there's not too many tournaments that have gone on. There's the Tucker Beach Rush, and there's a tournament down in Invercargill, I think, as well. Which is the Out at the Trout in Gore, that's being played on August the 10th. We'll be back in time to preview A Day at the Bay, which is in Timaru in mid-August, and that's really when the tournament's then, as we start getting further into spring. Is August spring? I'm going to say it's spring.
Yeah, you get back. We're here for a week, and then I'm away, but I'm still going to try and be on the show from abroad.
We're going to see. Yeah.
I think I should be okay. I'm not. I'm in the UK, so it should be fine.
And so yeah. So that's that's the plan. So I shall be in Samoa over the next couple of weeks, which I'm very much looking forward to, getting out of this cold, which is going to be great. And so yeah, couple of weeks off. We'll see you then. So all we need to do is to say very best of luck to Francis and to Michelle competing at Pro Worlds next week. Very best of luck to everybody playing at the Tucker Beach Rush this weekend, and wherever you're playing disc golf, take it easy, play well, get some birdies, and we'll see you in 3 weeks. Okay.